So I just wanted to share something with you today, something about a challenge that I've been facing the last couple of days and what's been going on for me, because I think it's something that most of us, all of us, go through and experience, and so I just wanted to speak to that a little bit here today. So I wanted to talk about overcoming self-doubt and why it comes up and what we can do about it, how we can deal with it. So no matter how far along you are on your journey of growth and towards self-realization, we all deal with that part of ourselves that doubts our capacity to do and be and have and create what we want in this life. And for me, I've been doing this work for, 14, 15 years now. And so it doesn't get any easier, but the bounce back time does get quicker and the awareness is there. And so when you have the awareness of what's going on, it's a lot easier to be able to address what's going on, see it for what it is, and be able to use practices that help to move you from that state of feeling overwhelmed and feeling in self-doubt and coming to a place where you feel happy and well and you're able to listen to those that inner voice that is maybe telling you, that inner critic, they often call it, that is telling you that you're not worthy or not good enough, or that people are going to reject you, or someone's going to abandon you, or people aren't going to like what you're doing, or whatever it is that inner critic is telling you. You'll have the tools over time to be able to deal with that, and I'm sure you do. If you're here, if you're watching this video, you're probably somebody who is interested in that growth and who's already on that journey and on that path. So for me, this often comes up whenever I'm putting myself out there and being out in the world and sharing my thoughts and my creations. The last time I launched 5 Elements in the Moon, I had the same thing. I had moments of doubt and feeling stressed and having those parts of me take over for a moment, take over the driver's seat. And then I use my tools and I can come back to this place where I feel calm and centered and can be connected to my heart and that part of myself that knows that I am capable. So this comes up for most of us because we are putting ourselves out there, because we're bravely allowing ourselves to be vulnerable, allowing ourselves to do something that actually really matters to us. And so those parts of yourself, or that part of your subconscious that doesn't want you to be hurt or rejected or judged, is going to pipe up because they're trying to keep you safe. They're trying to make sure that you're not judged, okay? And so that's why they start to chime in. When they do, it's important for us to acknowledge what's going on, what the reactions and the thoughts and the habits that are coming up to take us out of the present moment and take us away from what we know to be true and right and take over that driver's seat. We can acknowledge those thoughts and those reactions, but rather than letting them take the driver's seat, we can show them love and compassion. And then we can say, okay, we're fine. We've dealt with this before. I know why you're here. I know why you're telling me that I can't do this, but I can, and I am worthy, and I am strong because I have done the work and I'm using these tools, and I know this is just a deep inner knowing of what I'm capable of. And also, it's really important to remember that not everybody is going to love you and love what you put out there. Even if you are always just being yourself and sharing love, not everybody's going to resonate with you and with what you're putting out there. But out of the 100 people that maybe don't resonate with what you are sharing, there will be the one person that really needed to hear what you had to say. And so it's really important to remember that you are as long as you are staying true to who you are and you are putting yourself out there and you are following your heart and taking chances and taking risks, yes, there is risk that you will be hurt and that you will be rejected and that somebody won't like what you're doing and what you're saying. But there are those people out there who are really listening, who do really need to hear what you have to say and will benefit from whatever experience that you are sharing or whatever it is that you're going after. You're going to touch the lives of people around you no matter what, in some way. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you, that this is something that all of us deal with, and I wanted to share a practice that we can do when those parts of our subconscious are chiming in, telling us that we're not good enough. That inner critic starts to come forward. I've done so much work with my inner critic that I now call her my inner cheerleader, because I've given her this other job to be able to support me and help me to move out into the world. But it doesn't mean that I don't have these moments where you know, that doubt does take over. So this is why I use these tools on a consistent basis. All the tools I've been sharing the past week, working through the elements, consistency is the most important thing. Really coming back to these practices as often as you can to remind yourself of what you already know, that you are worthy and that you are capable. So there's a mudra flow, a mudra and a mudra flow that I often use just to help to anchor me and coming back to that place where I'm feeling connected to my heart. So it's called Nirvana Mudra, and the intention with it is to release any resistance to change and invite more joy and acceptance and love. So we bring the right hand over top of the left, and we hook the pinkies, and then we hook the ring fingers, and then we hook the middle, and then we hook the index if we can. If you don't do mudras very often, sometimes your fingers might not allow, so if you skip that one, that's okay. And you're gonna take your elbows wide, and you're just gonna curl your fingers in towards each other, and then elbows will drop and the edges of the thumbs will touch. So this is the first variation version, so you can keep your hands like that. If that's not working for you, you can just bring the right palm over left and let each of the fingertips touch, and then elbows wide, fingertips towards the heart, and then they come forward, edges of the thumbs touching, and that will do the same. So I'm gonna get that mudra again. Okay, right palm over left, and then we just take a deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth and let it go, and just silently repeat, I release any doubt, I let go of what is no longer serving me, and I allow myself to shine as I am meant to. And just take a few more breaths here, and just focusing on allowing that compassionate, loving, capable self that is within you be in the driver's seat. When you notice any thoughts or any resistance starting to arise, observe it, acknowledge it. Notice where you feel it in your body. Maybe breathe a little bit deeper, and just remind yourself that you are safe, that you are okay here, that you are capable, that you are love, you are pure love, nothing else. So why wouldn't you be capable? Why wouldn't you be worthy? And then you're going to slowly open your eyes, and then turn the knuckles in towards your chest again, and then forward, and then up towards the sky, and then slowly release and just let your arms fall by your sides. And then palms facing down, bring them forward, and then flip the left palm now so it's facing up. And again, hook the pinkies, the rings, the middle, the index finger. If you can, get the index. And then elbows come wide, curl the fingers, and then hold that until the knuckles turn up and the edges of the thumbs are touching there. And then same thing, deep inhale through your nose. And exhale out your mouth, releasing any fear, any doubt. Letting that inner critic know, that voice that is telling you that you're going to be rejected or you're going to be abandoned or that you're not good enough, that whole imposter syndrome thing. Who am I to do this? Who am I to be here and to want what I want and to share what I have to share? And just, again, acknowledge those thoughts as they arise, acknowledge the resistance, and then let it go. Remind yourself that you are love. And take one more breath here. And then elbows come wide. And then again, reach your arms forward, knuckles facing forward, arms overhead. And then slowly release your arms. And then just place your hands over your heart. And just take a deep breath in here. And just continuing to check in, notice what arises. And remember that you can come back to this practice anytime that you need to, just a few moments to breathe. Nirvana Mudra, and again, we're in each finger, so the element of water, the element of earth, the element of ether, air, and then as we come forward, the edges of the thumbs touch, that's fire. So we've got all of those elements in balance to create this feeling of wholeness, of feeling calm and steady and connected to our hearts. And then you can just release and slowly open your eyes. And yeah, just hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you enjoyed this practice. Hope you enjoyed the week of practices through the elements last week as well. If you have any questions, these videos are going to be available for as long as you want to use them and practice them. So I hope that you're finding them helpful. If you have any questions, then let me know. And remember, 5 Elements and the Moon starts on Sunday. So if you want someone to guide you through 6 weeks to really anchor in all of these practices, then I hope that you'll join me for that on Sunday. So I'll put a link in the comments so that you can check that out. And I'm extending the early bird rate for 1 day tomorrow as a celebration for my 6 weeks of detox that I've just finished. So we're gonna do 1 day where you can still take advantage of the early bird special, and the first 10 people that sign up get an hour session with me to help you check in and see how it's all going for you and really continue to anchor in these practices. So hope you have a great day. I'll see you soon. Lots of love.